Hi there. Welcome to Wednesday night worship. We're glad that you're here for the third in a series of videos about sensing the gospel. Tonight's gospel reading is all about smell. I just happened to be out for a walk this morning with my beautiful granddaughter Blake, and we came upon this rosemary plant, and I just couldn't help but go, oh, it smells so absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Can you smell it? Not so much. Did you know that Jesus used the senses to bring people closer to Him and to God? There's some pretty remarkable stories in the Bible about how Jesus used a sense of smell. And tonight we're going to look at one of those stories, but first we wanted to hear what some of you had to say about smell. What are some of your favorite smells? What are some of the things that you remember about smelling? Some memories you have attached to that. Let's hear what some of you have to say about that. What do you think, Blake? Should we go smell some more things? Huh?
Hey everyone, normally I'm behind the camera, but this week I thought I'd step in front and share with you some of my thoughts about smell. Maybe like some of you or many of you, I have allergies, and so I'm congested a lot throughout the year, and just, you know, sometimes I wonder what smells am I missing out on, and but then sometimes maybe there's some smells that it's good to miss out on, you never know. Thinking about smell and how important smell is to us in so many different aspects of our life, there are smells that I love that we get to experience on a weekly basis here at the church. I know that kind of sounds funny, but as one of the two pastors here at the church, I get to preside over communion, and I get to smell the bread, and I get to smell the wine and the grape juice each week, and it is such a wonderful gift to have that freshly baked bread that our volunteers provide each week. And so as I preside over communion, I get to smell those things, and those are smells of our faith. Normally we don't think of it in those terms, but they are. And what a gift it is to be able to experience communion, not just through taste, but through smell as well. Next time you come up for communion, maybe experience it in a little different way, but still knowing those amazing gifts that are given to us through it. Is there anything outside that you guys like to sniff or smell?
I like chocolate.
You like to sniff chocolate?
When people walk in here.
When people walk in here, you like to share chocolate and smell it? What about outside? Do you like to smell flowers?
Flowers or deer.
Or the what?
Deer.
You like to look at the deer?
I like the deer too.
Oh boy. Do you like to smell flowers?
Yeah. Flowers. Yeah.
Do you like to smell flowers, Tucker?
Flowers. 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 Flowers.
Mine is a multi-faith family. My spouse of 35 years is Jewish, and we have benefited over that whole time because of the intersections between our Judeo and Christian traditions. Central to both traditions is the table, and it starts with blessing the Holy One for the gifts of wine and bread. And this is the traditional egg challah that is used predominantly across the world for folks that are celebrating Shabbat at dinner. And if you can tell, it is actually made of woven cords of dough that includes a duck egg. Doesn't have to be a duck egg, but this is really special because it does have a duck egg. And then it is baked as bread would be, and overlaid with the black poppy seeds. Then we break off a piece and we share it with all present. And this is where my nose steps in. You probably have heard about how dogs have these amazing noses, and they're often described as being able to taste the air with their noses. Well, I do not have that great olfactory sense. I have over the years noticed that I've lost my ability to smell certain things, like a very sweet lily that people say fills the house with its aroma is lost on me. So when I break off the bread, first of all, I'm thankful that I have not lost my nose for Christ. I have not lost my nose for the bread of life. And with my peace, I bury my nose deep into it. And I take a deep breath, and I can taste each time the unique and mysterious blending, braiding, growing together of something that is unique and nourishing and beautiful. So after I have smelled, then I take a taste. It makes me think of the verse from 1 John, where the writer says, "That which we have seen with our own eyes, that which we have heard with our own ears, that which we have held with our own hands," and I'm sure he meant to say, smelled with our own noses, the word of life. Smell and taste and see that God is good.
Boy, hearing all those stories of smell reminds me of some of my favorite smells of all time, like, oh, when my mother would bake fresh bread and we'd come home and, oh, it smelled so good, right? Thank you to all of you who helped make tonight's video possible. We are very much appreciative of that. If you'd like to get involved in the next 2 weeks' videos, please let us know and we'd love to take your picture. Now it's time for us to hear the story about how Jesus used smell to bring people closer to Him and to God. And speaking of smell, Blake, I think it's probably time we go in and take care of something. Okay? All right, see you next week.